Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today, Blind Fight Friday. So, as you all know, Blind Fight Friday, we switched it up a little bit this month. We're trying something new. Today, we're going to be working together. We grabbed two random samples. I paired them up against each other, so they're in there. So we try to guess type, proof, what we think it should be priced. We match it up against that, and then we're going to give it a grade on here. So I was wondering what he was waiting for on that one.
That was the start.
I don't know what he was doing.
I was actually, to be honest, I was going to fuck with you and grab one here and grab one there, and then you would have went, wow.
No, because it wouldn't have worked.
I know.
Because I paired them up against each other.
I understand.
So some of these are
silly games that I like to play.
Yeah, some of these are in from the beginning of the whole thing.
I think we got two good ones here.
This one actually looks pretty good. Some of these, as I put them in now, so if you guys have any suggestions, what you want to see for a future Blind Fight Friday, you know, when you give us a suggestion of two of them, I write it down, and I've been putting them in as we have opened up bottles. I put them in. So some of these may be recent, some of these new. And once again, I forgot the key, so I'm going to have to go back and get it. I forget about this on Friday, because we used to have the bottles, but this is a true representation of what I wanted Blind Fight Friday to be, because we have no idea what's in here. So they could be anything. So we're going to start with glass number one.
I got a weird nose out of glass one right off the bat.
Okay, I'm just saying, just because I do. Now, as you will know, if you are new here, please consider subscribing.
That'd be great.
We want you to join the community, and we have a lot of fun over here. But for those of you recently, I've been putting, you know what they are, because you see them on the thumbnails now. I put them up there, and I'm going to be running the bottles right now, so you know what we're drinking while we're drinking it. So working together this way, I try to give a little more taste and notes, and we try to work together
Very
a little
much
bit
in the
better.
nose, unless you're getting.
I am getting like a fruit off the nose right off the bat. A caramel fruit. I actually
like a
think it's
glass.
actually pretty good. You said good nose the other day, and I didn't smell anything. And today, I'm actually got a good nose.
I'm opposite today.
Well, that's tasty too.
It's up there.
I didn't find it hot.
I think it's hotter than what we did yesterday.
Okay.
But the nose, there was hardly any nose, but.
Jeez, I beg to differ. I'm the exact opposite.
Well,
I'm actually getting like a fruity caramel, and as soon as it hit my tongue, I tasted like almost like a raspberry type of a fruit. Like it was different. It was like a fruit, and I definitely get a caramel off the nose deep compared to like the other day you were saying like the 1792, and you're like, oh, it's got a good nose. I'm like, I'm getting nothing but ethanol. I'm not getting any flavor.
I had a weird. I had
like
a weird glass flavor or something to start, but then
I'm getting
now
like
I get the light caramel.
I'm getting a heavy caramel. It's not even light. It's like almost you
coming.
cooked it too much. Like it's getting like that charred
Molasses?
caramel. Yeah, pretty much.
I'm thinking we're in the bourbon land. Is
That
what I'm
drink's
right
nice
now.
too. Yep.
Proof.
I'm gonna go on to glass number 2 right now, because I being that we're working together, we can do it like the Blind Fight Friday, and then that way I can see. And then when you go back, maybe it's gonna break open whatever fruit I'm smelling.
It could.
You know,
it would actually.
It helps when you
But I
can go
think-
back and forth like that, like we used to.
I'm close to 100. I'm thinking in proof.
Yeah. Well, you said proofy. I don't think it's over 100.
No, I'm in that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking like the 120s or
No,
something.
no.
I'm like, I wasn't anywhere near that.
No.
See, this had a fruitier nose than this one does. This one's a little more. I'm just getting the caramel smell, but it's not as strong. It had a stronger nose than one for me.
That's weird because I seem to be getting more fruit in this one, but. Although I didn't really get a huge nut in the first one. I get a pretty good nut and oak in this one, though.
I'm not getting nut, but there was a weird flavor in that one.
The initial hit was a different flavor. I attained that to a nut with an oakier finish, but I'm thinking we're close to the same proof.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's different. Again, you see in the bottles going. I'm trying to. This is definitely a knick-knack. These are pretty similar in taste.
Yeah, Yes and no, because this one is.
I shouldn't say similar in taste. They're similar in rank like where I would rank them in my head.
Oh, I wasn't even there yet. I'm not saying I really don't dislike either one of them.
This one
there is different tastes.
This one has almost a better finish right now.
It has more. It has more.
More of an oaky.
I think
finish.
it has more flavors to it too.
It has like more of an oaky finish too.
Yeah, like a nut oak finish.
Nose wise. So I get a nut on glass 1. For sure. Now that I just drank this one, I get more of a peanut note on glass 1 off the nose than I do off glass 2. That's funny because I was getting a berry.
I'm still not getting much, but I do like the flavor of that. I'm gonna stick to my 100 on that.
Now the berry's almost like there is a nut on the front now. Or am I convincing myself that's the case? I'm having a hard time with the proof.
I'm having, for some reason, I almost think 2 might be a little hotter than 1.
And they could be. Again, when I matched them up, it wasn't an exact science, and there's a good chance I was drinking, so I don't remember everything I wrote down. And being that we had about 80 samples that were going on there, sometimes it's not going to be an exact science in the beginning. Eventually, it's going to be stuff that I definitely paired together because I wanted to pair them together. These are 2 actually decent glasses, whatever this is. I think we're around... Wow, that's weird. I keep the noses keep changes every time I go back to the other.
I'm with you on that because it's... And right for a quick, which I'm kind of leaning towards 2. As far as which one I think I like a little bit better, but not by a lot.
2 has a different taste in it.
It has. It does have a beginning and end taste.
It has like a twang, like in a bad, not in a bad way. That's why I didn't say a funk. It has like a little twang. That
it just seems like there's like only one flavor per se in one, but it does stick around. But
I'm thinking that, the second one's almost bringing me. I have no idea what the bottles are, but it's almost bringing me like I think it's finished in something. It's almost like that Legion. Remember the Legion?
You might not be.
It's finished in something. I think I'm getting some kind of a twang on that one more than
just the regular typical bourbon note.
With the nut note, I'm thinking something by Jim Beam on glass 1 or something like something we've had, whether it be the double oak or whether it be and then this one being something. I don't know. I'm just spitting shit out there, but. I think we're between, I want to say like 95 proof. You know what I mean? I don't think it's over 100.
So I went 100 on the first one, and I went 102 on the second one. I think it's a little higher, and there is a different finish for me. So I would. They
could be. I was originally around 100.
Category finish, not finish.
Yeah, the 2 is definitely bringing like more. Now in the beginning it wasn't, but now it's bringing like it was in a barrel, a second barrel, whether it be a double oak of some sort or finishing like a sherry or something.
I could almost go with your double oak, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not one of our categories. Now I'm on to price.
It could be that. It could be that, like that Doc's. Well, I didn't put that one in, but where it's finished in a couple different barrels. Honestly, when we go back and forth,
it'd be like a noble oak.
Yeah, yeah, right. That could be that where it's finished with the oak staves and it's finished with the sherry. It could be noble oak. Actually, now that you say that, yep, it could be one of them.
It's just a spitballing winging answer.
I'm gonna go like 96 on the first one because it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to guess it exact. I'm gonna go an even 100 on the second one. I think it's a little proofier. The finish is
funny. You went up 2 and I went up 2. That's kind of weird.
Well, I went 4. I said 96. The first one doesn't drink as hot to me.
Don't worry about my math.
And it might. I'm just guessing. It might be like Jim Beam Black or something like. Or it could be Jim Beam double oak or something. It's bringing me that nutty taste.
It's very good flavor.
And 2, I got to give the nod because we're going whiskey against whiskey. I got to give the nod to glass number 2 though. I think that one definitely has a better mouthfeel and it has a better finish. What are we thinking for prices? This is hard because if it is a Jim Beam and if it is
So
Noble
I
Oak,
went-
those were two cheap ones. But we're gonna do what would I pay for this? That's what it is, not what it costs. What do you think? The last one we should pay for this.
So my
on taste.
I always go like my max price, and I went $39.99 on my max price for one. Two, I haven't I haven't settled in yet.
Let me. All right. So let me. It's funny
because
as
when
fucked
you
up
when
as
you
we are with taste.
when you
keep
say
picking
your
the
number,
price,
when you
it's
say
the
your
same
number,
thing.
I end up saying the same number.
I know.
Damn it, that's
and
what I was
I
thinking.
feel like a copycat. I could even go on the glass one. I could go a little bit higher and say I wouldn't be mad at $49.99. You know what I mean? Like that would be my max on glass one, just so we're different. But I think that's a solid, and I'm hoping it is a Jim Beam and it's at like $29.99 because it's those are great pours when we get them. Which reminded me, I actually have a high proof one over there that I found yesterday.
I still like two better.
And I'm gonna bump that at least 10. I'm gonna go $59.99.
I went 49. I bumped
Yeah.
mine
No,
10.
I'm gonna because 2 is definitely a better drinker. It brings with more flavor and stuff like that. This is tough because what would you go for grades with both of these?
I'm gonna go like a C plus for one for me,
Okay.
and then two, I'd have to bump it up a little, so I'd have to go like B minus for.
Right.
for
So
that.
so we can negotiate the prices after we take. But I was at honestly I just wrote them before you even said. I said B minus and B. That's where I was. I was at. I think 1 is just a little bit. I like 2 is just solid. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's exceptional, but it is very good for what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's tough to do a grade like that. But
it is. But
I-
off of a quick back to back, we said right on.
we can
I agree.
finalize the grade
2.
when we do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to walk across the room and get my key. We're going to figure out where this is, and I'll be back in a minute. So we are back, and you know what? This is the reason why I wanted to switch to blinds. We are horrible at this game. That's all I can say. So let's just tell you what they were. Well, you know what they were anyways. So we guessed bourbon on both, right?
We did. I did.
It's not even bourbon. It's Jack Daniels, so technically it's a whiskey. I was 96 and 100, and so we did. And this is actually Jack Daniels single barrel proof whiskey versus the rye. I actually put this one in because I wanted to see which one I liked better, but I didn't get Jack out of either one of them. And this is the whole point of why I wanted to do them blind like this, because until I read that it was Jack Daniels, and now I'm like, how did I not get the banana? I get it 100%. It's there. But sometimes when you do them in a blind like this, I was totally oblivious. And the fact that these are both 124.4 and 127.7 proof
I can't believe
is
that.
crazy because they both drank around 100. I actually said one was sub 100. That's how good these drank.
100 and 102. So
That's what I'm saying. These guys drank super soft.
They are,
That's
yeah.
a testament to how good this actually is. But it's also a testament why when we did it in a blind, it came in dead last because it felt like you were drinking nothing. Like it felt like water compared to
and how
like
bad
that.
we are at this, but
Well, no, it is what it is. So we got for price wise the single barrel proof rye we got, which was glass number 2, was $72.99. It was $79.99 when is what the average price of the whiskey is. We got that donated, thank you, by Danny Dodd.
Yep.
So that's the average MSRP. And as a testament to how good this rye is, both Mike and I, so the winner today is the Jack Daniels single barrel proof rye. It does carry, and we kept saying we thought it was finished. It just carries much more flavor.
So that was probably the other part that but I didn't get any rye in this at all. It's just
I didn't last time. It brings that cooling sensation and adds a whole different flavor.
What's the price of the bourbon?
So the average price of the bourbon is the $79.99
So
when I
we're
looked
both
it up.
way off.
No, we're way off on everything. We absolutely failed. We even failed on the scoring because both of these. But you know what? I will say when it comes to blinds, Jack Daniels single barrel proof came in dead last when we put it up against the bangers, and I thought it was I thought I was picking it first, and it came in last. So I mean the scores, they are what they are. The fact that this drank so soft, and I would bump them up a little bit.
I would definitely move mine up. C minus to B, or B minus, and then B minus to B plus.
Right.
Only because, and it's still factoring in the price. It's just
I mean,
they didn't just. I thought we were in a 100 category.
Yeah.
So because of that such ease of drinking.
I kept saying it's holding on so good, but
up.
it drinks so. To quote the words that everyone hates, smooth. Like it drinks
is.
so soft, so no elbows, so much flavor.
I agree.
I'm actually shocked, but I mean, I wasn't that far off because I probably would give the Rye a B+, and I'd probably even give the single barrel proof a B. So I would have bumped it up just one grade of what I gave. But overall, this is why, and you can leave a comment down below, but this is the reason why I wanted to start doing these. When you're doing a head-to-head like this and you have no idea what you're drinking, it is what it is. That way, it's a fair comparison, because if we would have saw Jack Daniels, I guarantee I would have told you. But sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But until I knew what it was, I didn't get the banana.
I still don't.
I do 100%. But there you go.
Get huge nut, so that's
which is your banana,
right?
Anyways, well, there you go. We absolutely blew this one, but you know what? That's good, because that's the way it works. When you do blinds. Good,
because we've been doing fair on these.
I've been nailing everything, so
so
it almost looks fixed. Yeah. No, this one, and these are two of my favorite, and that's the worst part about it, that I'm always could pick Jack, and I didn't get it.
You do keep saying that, and you haven't lately, but you pick Old Forest.
No. Well, no. When people send in Jack, I've picked it twice now.
Yeah.
Like I can always get it, and I didn't get it off of these at all. But different day, different thing. So there you go. There's Blind Fight Friday. Again, if you have any matches you want to do for Blind Fight Friday, leave a comment down below, and I'll add them to this, and they'll come out eventually. Or I'll make it into a Sunday Fun Day. Is what I did for a couple of them that someone just did, because that way you get them immediately. That way, so
within 2 weeks.
Okay. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe.